If you're tuning in right now, you happen to be watching the world's truest source for hip hop news, black culture, sports, and of course the best reaction videos on the net. I'm talking about Kofi's Universe. If you haven't already subscribed, it's your chance to hit that button now before I hit this blunt. Bada.
I see you ain't got shit to do but hate on me, huh? In a minute, I'm a with business-wise. Because you broke as a motherfucker right now, so leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone, cuz. I see you ain't.
Okay, oh, so you own everything, so that's all your stuff. Now, you were saying something about the paw. Now, what are you talking about with the paw?
Well, like I was saying, the paw is trademarked. Like I told Snoop, you got rejected and I got accepted. You know what I'm saying? So that was the moneymaker. The paw is like the Apple sign, like I said before. And like I said, they tried to go behind my back and trademark all my work and then flung my face like, yeah, nigga, we got it, nigga. That's all we want, nigga, because I'm finna sell everything for $1 billion to Universal. You know what I mean? But shh, don't be selling my shit.
Now, what do you mean by selling? He said he was going to sell it, or what? They're selling Death Row, the new Death Row that just came?
Snoop, everything Snoop involved with, he gonna sell all that shit for $1 billion. You know, the motherfuckers cashing it out for their catalog. And then he sell that shit and he just start over and make new music. You know, it's easy. You sell what you got.
YouTube salute. So Daz Dillinger accuses Snoop Dogg of moving shady by copyrighting his music and planning to sell Death Row to Universal for $1 billion without giving him his share. All right, let's talk about it. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. So you heard Snoop Dogg. It's funny because to hear Snoop Dogg talking about you broke in an MF. That's the old Snoop. That sounds like Snoop from the 90s when he was at the Source Awards. The situation is not funny. Don't get me wrong, because it's sad to see cousins go at it. It's just funny to hear Snoop like, "What you doing? What, homie?" And you know, Daz has been on certain platforms, podcasts, and he's talking about this. He's saying that Snoop Dogg is a shady business partner. He's shady when it comes to money. And nobody knows this better than the people that have dealt with Snoop Dogg. Remember back in the day when the East Siders, Trey D and Goldie Loc had a problem with Snoop Dogg? I guess there was something in the contract where Snoop Dogg didn't have to give up no royalties. I don't know all the information offhand, but I remember that Snoop Dogg gave them doghouse chains, and I guess that came out their checks, and I guess they didn't like that. And Trey D, remember he tried to shoot Snoop Dogg, and he went to jail for that shit. Some crazy shit went down with that. And, there's other people that said Snoop did shady stuff to them. As far as like that was around that circle. I never heard Corrupt have a problem with Snoop, but it seems like it's always the closest people to Snoop that's always having some issues. Um, that's Snoop's first cousin. Snoop brought him on when Snoop was helping Dre with the Chronic, as far as like almost like a co-feature, being on the Chronic. And Daz did some production. He did a lot of production on Doggy Style, Above the Rim soundtrack, Murder with the K soundtrack, The Dog Food, Tupac, All Eyes on Me, Lady of Rage, The Dog Father. The list goes on and on and on. But Daz, he's looking like, this is my money. I'm not selling over my catalog. This is my catalog. Because, since Snoop, he owns Death Row Records. And I guess Daz is looking like, it's been 30 years since Dog Food came out. So he's looking like, no, I'm keeping this. This is mine. So I'm owning my masters. He's owning masters to other stuff. And like, remember, Daz sued Suge Knight. He sued Suge Knight. And I think it was like late 90s, early 2000s. He sued Suge Knight and won. He went to court and won. So this is not like no some baloney shit he's trying to do and he's pulling a rabbit out of his hat. No, this is real shit that Daz, he knows what he's doing. So this ain't no, new shit that he's doing. So do I feel him and Snoop can work this out? Probably. But I think Snoop wants that catalog. He wants that stuff over on Death Row, but that's looking like, no, F that. This is mine. And I didn't even know the dog pound paw, that's trademarked through Daz. That's interesting. Wow, I never knew that. Okay, that's new for me. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do you think Daz is taking this too far? Or are you team Daz? Or are you team Snoop? Or are you just, hey man, work that out? Y'all cousins. Or are you looking like this is what happens when people in family or friends, when you do business and it can end in a calamity? Post your comments below. Hope smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live.